What's up, you guys? Nathan Bell here, doing another Marvel Legends review on the new Spider-Man series Build-A-Figure Absorbing Man Wave Venom. Finally tracked this guy down at Toys R Us after a while of searching, man. It took me a long time to find this guy. If you're still on the hunt, I suggest checking your local retail stores or getting on Big Bad Toy Store or even eBay for that matter. Now, before we get into the figure, let's just take a quick look at the accessories he came with. Venom comes with one set of interchangeable hands and a interchangeable head. This is not the head that came on him once you buy him in the packaging. The one with the green tongue and the slime all over it, man. That's the one that that comes out of in the packaging, but it's not on his head, which I prefer that one a lot more. This one's okay though. It's definitely big. The other one's big too, but it kind of takes away from it because his mouth is open. So I think that looks a lot better. But his teeth look nice though. They're definitely sculpted on there with that paint, which the paint looks very clean. I think that Hasbro did a great job with those. And you see kind of the white paint gets a little sketchy right there, and you see how it goes over the black, which I wasn't too upset when I saw this because I was going to use the other head no matter what, and you see how it gets a little sketchy right there. It looks like you got some black bleeding through. Those may be scuff marks. I'm not entirely sure. See how they mispainted it right there, but not a big deal. I really like the sculpt and the smile there. Looks very sinister. No pun intended, man. No pun intended. You got the chin right there. That's hollowed out. You know, get some movement down there. And then here are the hands. These are awesome, and they're big too, very big, so they're not small on his arms. He comes with a pair of, open-fisted, which I'll get into later on down the video. Which these are okay, man. I don't really like the closed-fisted hands. I feel like you can get them in like some fight poses. Maybe I'll put like one closed-fisted on one arm and then an open fist on the other. You can see his shooters right there. Those aren't sculpted on; they're painted on, I believe. You can see some nice veins going throughout though, and the white paint is very clean, man. There's none leaking on. I think Hasbro did a great job with those. Very impressed. Got the sculpted knuckles going on. Badass, man. I'm very excited to do this figure, man. This review, I've been waiting a long time to track this guy down. If I can just focus up on this one. There we go. Got these thumbs, your knuckles, your fingers. Pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. Now let's get into the figure. Let's start with the head sculpt. Oh, look how badass that is, man. They did a great job with the teeth. They're painted pretty nice. It gets a little hair right there. You can see some of that pink bleeding through. His gums are painted great. The tongue, man, is awesome. This isn't removable, which I wouldn't remove it anyways if it was. They did a great job with the green slime right there. It looks like it's a different shade on the teeth than it is on the tongue. I don't know if that's just like the different, you put the green on the yellow paint and then the green paint on the pink there. This looks so badass, man. Great job with the eyes. I think this one's painted a lot better than the other. You can see how there's some black right there. Not a big deal, though. You can see nice textured lines and like he's scrunching his forehead right there, and there's even like some textured lines on the nose right there. Just great. All around great sculpt. You see how it was two pieces? They had to bring the jaw down there. You can see how they definitely had to like either glue or... Because that's not a separate molded piece right there. You can see the seam. It's kind of hard to pick it up on camera. Let me see if I can focus in a little more. Yeah, you see the seam a little bit right up by his cheek. Not a big deal though. And then his deco on the front, it's clean. It's pretty clean. It gets a little sketchy right there. Not a big deal though. You got a little black speck right there, and then a couple little tiny ones right next to it. I can't really even pick those up on camera. No, you can't. Oh, you can kind of see them a little bit, like right in there. Little, spot right there, but not a big deal. That's just nitpicking. I really do like this figure. A lot of people don't. They prefer the older Toy Biz ones. I don't like those ones, man. They put a lot of sculpt and detail into them. They do look good, but I don't like the head sculpts that much. I prefer this one. This, when I was a kid watching the TV shows, this is, what I saw. Then you got these hands, which are great. I like these a lot more. Like I said, I think I might put one fist on this and then just keep this open palm. You got the shooters. Once again, the white paint is very clean, man. They did a great job. It's not seeping like over the white lines how it's supposed to be, and then there's no black bleeding through. This is the Hyperion body mold, so everything's the same as like Toxin or Anti-Venom, Sentry. It's all the same besides, different hands or, different boots, shoes. But this guy's just molded in black. There's no paint shading at all throughout the figure. You bend him back, that, deco continues up into his chest, and same with the back. You bend him forward. I like that a lot. I know there was a time where Hasbro didn't do that. They would just cut it off, which was a bummer, because if you want to get him to like a, cool dynamic pose, you couldn't use his ab crunch, because his deco on his, belly or chest has just ended. You get two peg holes in the back, for the Hyperion cape, which if you have, a couple of those like Bandai stands or even the old Toy Biz stands, I believe you can fit them in there. I watched Artemis Prime's video, and he had Mayfax, Figure Arts, and the Toy Biz stands, and they all fit. They didn't fit in the same hole, but you can switch in and out. So that's cool, man. I enjoy that. So not a whole lot going on. He's got some peg holes at the bottom. And he does have some cool looking veins going throughout his arms, so I enjoy that a lot. They didn't chintz out on the detail. Now let's get into some quick articulation. So his head is on the disc hinge there. It can look up about that far. Looks down about that. It can turn side to side, and it does have a little bit of a pivot. His arm can go up about that much. It can go forward. He has a bicep swivel. He's got a double jointed elbow. He does have a wrist rotation. It's also on a hinge, and that can go up and down. If you turn it, it can move side to side. He has an ab crunch that can go forward about that much, which is pretty far, man, and then it can go back about that. He does have a waist swivel. His leg can kick up about that far. He does have a thigh swivel. He can do the splits about that, if I can get him straight, because that was kind of forward. Yeah, that's actually pretty good, man. That's pretty far. It can go back a tiny bit. He does have a double jointed knee, a calf swivel. His feet can go up about that far, goes back about that, and he does have some sweet ankle pivot. Figure comparison time. Here is Venom next to Pizza Spider-Man from the Build-A-Figure Hobgoblin wave, and I think they're in great scale. From this angle, man, it looks like Venom's, upper body and head is good, but then his legs are too stubby and too short, if you kind of take away his legs. That looks great, man, right? I think that looks badass when you take away the hand. It's like, man, his legs are just too stubby and short. And here he is next to Anti-Venom and Toxin, who all share the same body mold. Well, looking at these guys together, I'm so excited to own all three of these, man. Just so much badassness in one frame. Well, that's my review, guys. I hope you liked it. If you did, please hit the like button. If you want to see more of my videos, please hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.